Hello, let's now talk about docstring and annotations. So what is docstring? So whenever you call a function or whenever you call a help function, let's say that I want to know about how the len function work, how the print function work. So we have this help functions to understand how that function work, right? So that help function will display the basics documentations that is attached with that functions. So that is what we call this as a docstring. So let's say that if you say help of print function, you'll get these documentations. So this is nothing but a docstring, right? We can even define docstring and annotate it. So here, let's say that we have this function. We are defining this function myfunc. It takes two arguments, a and the b, and then return a into b. Whenever we call help of myfunc, we'll get this help on function myfunc in this, and then we are getting this is the signature function. So what is happening over here? So because we have not written over here anything, and that is the reason we are not getting any documentation. But let's see this example. Again, the same function, but here we have said that return the product of A and B. And now let's try to run this, and now let's check the helper function. Whenever we call the helper function, now we see this text. So now we see this string, return the product of A and B. This is what the docstring is. So again, not just so docstring, not like it is not just a single string, it can be a multi-line string as well. Like over here we have this function called fact, and then here we have this long docstring which explain about how the factorial work. But here we have also written the string over here. Now consider that once you have started writing the code, like here we have started writing the code, and after that whenever you add any notation, this is not a part of docstring. Only this will be part of the docstring whenever, so which is before any code started, right? So this will be considered as a docstring. Let's run this. Let's check the help of fact. Here we'll see that, here we'll see that fact. So this is here, like here we're seeing entirely with the docstring, right? Now we can also see the docstring with the help of doc property. Whenever, so we can call this fact.doc, it will give you the docstring. So again, this is the docstring which is in the string format. If you want to print this in a nice, you can use this print function, right? I hope this will, yeah. So this is what we are printing. So this help function is not doing anything, it is just calling the doc of that function and printing in a nice format, right? Now let's talk about the annotations. So annotation is nothing but a metadata of the function parameter and the return of the function, right? Now these metadata can be any type. It is not necessarily has to be a string. It can be of any data type. It can be of any function call. So it can be anything, right? So here we have defined a function called myfunc. We have this two parameter, a and a b, and here we have given the annotations. The way we give the annotation is with the column. This is the annotation for a, this could be the annotation for b, and this is the for the return annotation. Let's call this function, and when we call the help function, so within this signature you will also get these annotations, right? So again, these annotation can also be like can be of any expression. Like over here we are saying that my func a should be the string, so here we're saying that a is in string, and then the return type is this, so it's like repeated and then the max of 3 and 5, so it will be 5, and then we'll convert that 5 into string, so the output will be repeated 5 times, right? And then we are returning this value. So whenever we are calling help function, here we'll get that. So this is we are getting in the documentation itself. So this annotation is a part of the documentation. Now consider that whenever we are documenting the function, this does not mean that we are forcing our function to be of same type. Like over here we are not saying that a should be the integer, the string, right? So this is just the notation that a can be a string, right? This is what it means, right? And again, this documentation is used by the other module, so it is a kind of a symbol that So like it is a kind of symbol that a, like if you put a, like if you put value for a as in string, then the other function might work correctly. So this is what it means, but you can pass any value over here, right? It is not strictly related to string only, or it is not a strictly typed, right? Similar to doc, we have this annotation module, this property. This will help you to get all the annotation in the dictionary format. We can see that. Now, here we are combining both docstring and the annotation. We are seeing that here we have this annotation, we have this return type, and this is the like this is the docstring. Now let's check the help of this. So here we are getting combined result, right? Now we can also combine this docstring and the default value over here. Like here, first we have said this a colon str. This means that we are annotating our a parameter with string, and then we are giving the default value as a. Similar things we are doing with the b. So we can even give the default value, and whenever we check the help function, will get the result with the default value as well, right? And we can even call this function. This will not work like whenever you are calling the function, right? This will not affect, like any of the docstring will not affect this function, right? Here we are calling, or you can even overwrite that value, right? Again, we have the same function with the annotation. Again, here we have given the docstring for the arguments. So we are saying that this is the like additional argument. And whenever we call this, so here we are getting as an additional argument, right? We can call the help function, and this is the documentation we are getting, right? So this is it all about the docstring and the annotation. Thank you very much.